Solus, the lonely alien, a space adventure through the solar system. There once was a lonely alien named Solus, and he was looking for a new home. He had been searching for hundreds of years, but could not find a new place to live. One day, his scanner went off. "New solar system detected," the scanner read. Solus quickly changed course. His ship traveled towards the new, uncharted part of the galaxy. As Solus floated through the stars, he felt sad. He desperately wanted to find a new home and didn't want to feel lonely anymore. Soon, Solus could see the new solar system on the horizon. It had 8 planets, many comets, asteroids, and a few dwarf planets. There was a humongous glowing star in the center known as the Sun. The Sun is over 4 billion years old, and it is too big and hot to live on. The planets swirling around the Sun were Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Solus checked his scanner to find the details of every planet. He hoped to find his home on one of them. Solus flew closer to Pluto, one of many dwarf planets. On Pluto, a single day lasts 153 hours. That was way too long of a day for Solus. He could never live there. Then he saw Neptune. This planet was blue because it was made of ice and rock and had a gas surface. The average temperature of Neptune was minus 200 degrees. It was far from the Sun and too cold to live on. Next was Uranus. This planet was blue, shaded by ice clouds, and also covered with gas. Uranus was rotating in the opposite direction than most planets and was the only one to spin on its side. Solus didn't want to live here either. Then he flew closer to Saturn. It had a beautiful ring system made up of ice, rocks, and dust. This planet was the second largest in this solar system and did not have a solid surface. Solus wouldn't be able to land his spaceship there. Next, Solus flew to Jupiter. This planet was the largest and fastest spinning in this solar system. One day here lasts for only 10 hours, and a big storm has been raging on Jupiter for over 300 years. There would be no way for Solus to live here safely. Then there was Mars. This planet was red because of rusty iron in the ground. There were a lot of craters, volcanoes, and deep valleys. Surprisingly, this planet could be a possibility. Unfortunately, Solus could detect no life, so he would feel very lonely if he lived there. Next was Earth. Seeing the planet, Solus was speechless. Earth was so beautiful, the water was so blue, and the land so green. Earth's atmosphere was filled with oxygen, and it was the only planet in the solar system to have life. Millions of species were living there, along with funny creatures known as humans. Solus thought this was the place to be, but to be safe, he decided to check the last 2 planets. On the way, Solus landed on the Moon. It was Earth's natural satellite. The moon's surface was stony and covered in marks from meteorite impacts called craters. This place did not look safe. On the opposite side of Earth, Solus found Venus. This planet spun very slowly, was foggy, and covered with more than 1,600 active volcanoes. It would be too hot and dangerous to live there. And finally, there was Mercury. This planet was the closest to the Sun and very tiny. It moved so slowly that each sunrise took 180 days. Solus could never live there. Solus looked back at Earth. Deep in his heart, he knew that Earth was where he was meant to be. After so many years, his search was over. Solus could build a new life, and all the animals and humans could become his friends. Solus had finally found his home and never felt lonely again.